This is a story of Dave and Sharon finally living their dreams of sailing to the Caribbean and beyond. Join us while we share our adventures from getting the boat ready and embarking on our cruising life.
Alright, well, we're getting ready to depart Georgetown. And I'm going to head up to Bell Island where we're going to see the caves, the aquarium, and I guess there's some really good diving on a reef off from Honeymoon Beach. And it's a beautiful day. We should have maybe 14 knot winds when we get out to the east, so it looks like we might be able to sail today. Here's our anchorage. A little bit slow. That's Georgetown over there on Big Exuma. Right over there is where we've been going a lot, because that's fuel and shopping and stuff. SV Seduction right there, our sister ship with Arlo, and he's going to stick around here for another week or two. Chat and Chill Beach. We'll miss you. A lot of people we met there and had a good time. So, getting ready to go. The engines are running. Everybody's doing their last pickup stuff. It's going to be a long day sail to get up to Cave Key Cut, and we should get there close to high tide, so we won't have to wrestle with the current going through.
I think this is where they have turtles in this jut of land, a point. We are leaving Georgetown Harbor. There's that. Starfish Beach was over there. They have that we went and visited for a little bit. Of course, I'm making this crooked, aren't I? Slow going because it's shallow.
We're going almost 5 knots.
Okay, we're going 5 knots.
Slow
just
going because we're in a sailboat.
It just seems slow.
That's a nice beach up in there too.
Go back over here. You look at where we're going and I'll do the beach. Apparently, at the height of the season, there's 350 boats anchored in Georgetown. I can't imagine. I mean, there's probably, I don't know, there's a lot of boats now. Yeah, about 100, but how do they all find room for each other without swinging and hitting? We don't know. We have to come here during the height of the season, but it can be done.
So we got up this morning to leave Cave Key. First of all, last night we had a little, we went over and anchored a little bit. There was, well, let's put it this way. When we got into the anchorage, the best spot and spots around it were taken up by this big old trawler. Somebody converted a trawler, a fishing trawler over to their cruising trawler, but they left those big old wings out, the arms, and anyway, they were right taking up about 3 good anchorages just because of where they were located. So we moved to one side of them, and Kelly was hoping to take the dog to the beach. The problem was it was high tide and there was no beach at that time. But we were sitting there for a little bit. I think we had dinner, I don't know, but all of a sudden I felt kind of a movement on the boat that I didn't like, and I could pretty much tell she was touching bottom. So yep, came up, put the depth finder on, and we were just sitting on bottom, barely. So we, thank God it's a soft sand bottom. We motored out of there. I think we were just scraping a little bit, but we had a couple of spots I had to gunner a little. Now we're moving out of there and going to just move to the other side of the trawler. It's further away from the beach, but there was no beach to be had anyway, so spent the night. Now yesterday had a problem with the engine overheating. In fact, this whole trip I've had a problem with the engine overheating. If I get up to 18, 20, to 17, 18, 20 knots, and then yesterday she overheated even down at 12 knots. I'm sorry, not knots, but RPMs, 1200 RPMs. Yesterday she overheated at 10 and 1200, and so I'm thinking, well, okay, water pump or clogged up intake, but I've checked that. So so last night when it cooled down a little, I checked the antifreeze and it was low, and I checked for any antifreeze leaks and there aren't any, including in the oil or anything else. So she probably spit it. What happened, she spit it out. I'm gonna take the belt off and check it, or try to tighten it. It didn't look bad, but when I tried to tighten it, it was past its tolerance. There was no room to tighten it anymore. Well, we found a spare, but it was a used spare, and I looked at the belt. The inside of the one that was on there was cracking a little, so you could tell that is kind of past its age. The other one that was marked as a spare, which was used, looked in better shape and was just enough shorter. I put that in, and now we're running just fine. The temperature's holding steady as a rock. The oil pressure is doing pretty well, and the engine's running again. So now we're going to head up to Staniel Key, and then the next stop after that will be Bell Island, Bell's Cave, or Bell's Key or Bell Island, where they have the aquarium and some caves and some good diving snorkeling spots.
We are leaving Staniel Cay and heading north to Bell Islands, or Cay or something. This is the place that Pig Beach is at. This time there's a ton of cruisers. And because of Pig Beach, there's tons of flies. So we'll be leaving lots of those too.
So this is a little scary. We're doing the approach to Bell Island. We have to go through a cut. I'll show you here. To go through a cut out to the ocean, back up here and around and in. And the thing is right now she's running okay, but I think what I have is I have a little pinhole in my head gasket on the Perkins, and I think what's happening is it's blowing pressure into the coolant system, And then once that starts getting too pressurized, it starts heating up and starts blowing coolant back into the cylinders. It's burning just a little white when it gets up too hot. So what I'm going to do is see if once I get to the anchorage, right now it's behaving. Once I get to the anchorage, I'm going to see if I can loosen the cap a little without it squirting out, and see if that relieves the pressure enough to use it, enough to get back to the United States, and then we'll put a new head gasket in it.
Here we are putting into the gap in Bell Island or Bell Bay. I don't know which one it is. We're thankful that the wind is cool because this is Bell Island or Bell's Island. Anchoring up there somewhere.
We're at Bell Island anchorage. That's us out there. So I don't know what we're on. We might be on Bell itself. Right over here is the cut we came through, and it's a little too windy today. There'll be a rage through both the cut. We have to go out over here to the ocean. We have to come about 2 miles down and go in, and it'll be a rage today. So we went over to this sandbar over here first. Now we are in the Exumers Land and Sea Park, and so as we came up the beach, we found a marked trail that takes us over to Honeymoon. It says Honeymoon Trail, so I suppose it's Honeymoon Beach. That's where I was told down at the end of the beach there's a wall down there that I understand is one of the better snorkeling, but we just haven't had a chance to go to that. It won't do it this time. Next time we come down, we will. Here's the trail. The girls have already gone up it. Honeymoon Trail. And they mark these trails with conch shells. Here, let me just take it right off. Here, let me take it right here. You hold this. So we came out the trail here. So we made it to Honeymoon Beach. Kelly and Phoebe made it before us. And that's where we were. Whoops. That's where we were yesterday for the baths. I bet you they're pretty rough right now because this is the pass we had to go out. There's no way we'd be coming in that today. That thing's all, it's what they call a rage right now. Big old waves. We'd be struggling getting in there. And where are the rocks? They're, oh, over here. Are the caves we went to. And we didn't bring them, but if we go all the way down this beach to this wall over here, it's supposed to be some of the best snorkeling right along there. Good old reefs right there. None of those waves. There's some monster waves coming in. Honeymoon Beach, kind of a rough beach because it's exposed to the ocean. Right there. Tomorrow we'll try coming around. It's supposed to be calmer. It's way too rough to get in there today. So it's tricky navigation around here, especially if you have a 7-foot draft. So anyway, it's tricky navigation. That's why everybody has caps around here with short, shallow drafts. But we did it. We'll come down again. You just have to watch where you're going.
Honeymoon Beach, where we dinghied over to and took a little trail through yesterday. There's supposed to be great snorkeling there, but it's way too rough these last few days. We want to say thank you to all of our viewers who have subscribed and commented. We appreciate your support and feedback. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. This really helps us build our channel up so we can keep bringing you more videos.